guys, it's April. This is our Wednesday file. I want to thank Ann Melvin from, I believe it's Positively Paper. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But she did this file this week sometime. Anyway, I made a Design Space file off of it based off of her design. And I wanted to share it with you guys for Mother's Day. So I am looking for, there we go. I had my acetate here. I wanted to make this for Mother's Day. I am using, this is the Cricut Martha Stewart clear acetate. And that's what I'm using. There are some that have foils on them. You can use what you want. I just wanted mine to be clear. So I have peeled that and I am going to set that off to the side, just so I don't forget to peel it later. Now, this is the hydrangea flower that is in Design Space. I did not put it in the file, and the reason I didn't put it in the file is because there have been some print and cut issues. I even had to print just this part from my mobile device and then go in and do my file. But I doubled the flowers and just did one set of leaves. So you can find that in there or get whatever you want for the center of yours. So that is in there. I tore a couple of them, but I'm going to live with it. I have right here a tag piece. This white is Cricut cardstock. The blue, I didn't have enough of the blue because I have another project planned to go with this for annual supporters. So I am using Basil, and it's called Prince Charming. All the blue is Basil's Prince Charming. It has a little shimmer to it. Kind of pretty. Now, the file coming out Thursday for all of you annual supporters, everything is going to be the same except the base piece. We're going to have a box as the base piece. So that's going to be the difference. You can see all my pencil markings on there to check stuff. But we are going to, I will explain that as we go. So you guys, when you get that file, you're going to use the exact same video here, same steps, except instead of putting it on this base, you're going to be putting it on a box because I made a lid for it. So we're going to start. You have two of these. Those are going to be your side pieces. This is your base piece. You have two of these. I believe they are the same size. One of these is going to hold our tag and keep it where it sets up. This is an easel type card, 3D dimensional easel. And then you have one for the back so that you can have a signing place, and that's optional. You don't have to do it. I did a print and cut, and I want to say that this honeycomb pattern came from Creative Fabrica. If it didn't, it came from Design Bundles. Those are my two go-tos. And I usually find whatever I want there. It's rare that I have to go outside of those two to find what I want. So if you want to do a print and cut, you can use any pattern paper that you have, whatever you want for this. So you'll have one of those. And then I use the Cricut Smooth Glitter for these pieces here. And again, all the rest is our basil. So you've got a lot of decorative pieces in this, and you can eliminate whatever you don't want. Some of it's not necessary to put your file together. So this piece you're going to fold on its score line, and we're just going to burnish that down. And this paper is a little bit different on the inside than it is the outside. I haven't decided which one I want to do inside yet. I think I'm going to go this way with it so that my pretty side is to the inside. So you have that. No, it's not going to let me. I have to go this way. Okay. I think. No, I can do it. I can't decide. There we go. I'm just going to fold on the score line down through the middle of that one. Okay. And that's going to give us our easel base. I'm just going to flatten it back out. And then you have another piece like this. Now, you can glue that on now and fight this whole piece. But I think that I am going to wait to glue that on, and I'm going to go this route with it so I don't have to fight it. And there's a score line at the end of that. You've got a tab on each one of these. These two pieces are identical. And then you have tabs going all the way down. Now this is a thicker cardstock. I did use my double scoring wheel on this. Your scoring wheels are probably going to help best if you have a thick paper like this. I think this is like 110 pound. But they're going to fold on all of those scores. And then we're going to fold here. And here all the way down. And I am going to burnish these, but I'm going to get them all folded first. Let me get a good score on those. Or a good fold, I should say, on that score. Okay. And I'm just going to open it back up. And I will probably speed through this so you don't have to watch me fold it twice. Okay, so now we have everything folded, and I am going to put one of the tabs here to the side that does not have a tab, and I am going to glue those into place. And I did not test cut this. I am relying solely on my ability to put a file together. And hopefully I won't regret it. We just have to cut another one if it doesn't fit. It happens. Hopefully not today. And if it does, then we'll go from there. So now I'm going to get that solid piece. And let's see. Since it's going to be covered, I am going to use the other side so that when it's standing up, it's pretty from that side too. Oh no, we'll see. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to glue one tab here, and I'm going to flip it over just to make it easy on myself. And we're just going to glue one of those panels. Just going to open it up, line it up, right at that score, give it a press. That'll get you started. Just make sure that you have that on straight. If you get that one on straight, then most likely everything will go smoothly. I was off just a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. All right. And now we're going to work our way around one tab at a time. I'm just going to put a little glue on here so it can start getting tacky. I'm using art glitter glue. Dries matte and clear. You can use Barely glue. You can use Reptile glue. Reptile dries glossy. I believe Barely dries matte, like art glitter here. just going to go in here and give these a rub. Now that it's set, I'm going to give that one a second to set before I rub it, because we don't want to push it off of its alignment there. I was thinking about leaving that open so I could get in and press down the top pieces easier, but I think it'll be okay. So I'm just going to glue that one. And I'm going to glue this tab to that as well. He's wanting to be a little booger on me there. There we go. Gonna hold this and then I'll press this down from the inside. Okay, so you should have something looking like this now. And this is where, now I'm going to make sure that we have two seams, okay? And I want to make sure that they are not at the top, that they're kind of at the sides, and that way nobody will know. So look at yours, see how you want it to go. And that one's going down, so I'm just going to make this my top piece here. So I'm going to dry fit that, and it does fit, so I'm just going to pull that out. And I am going to put glue on mine. Thought about taping it, but I am putting that flower on. So I'm just going to get that in there. Get it situated. We're going to give that a rub down all the way around, covering up those tabs on the bottom. Okay. All right. I decided, because I'm doing a hydrangea, I wanted mine domed, so I have these 1.4 inch smooth foam Floral Craft styrofoam balls, and that's what I'm using. I just cut one in half. If you've got a hot knife, you can do it, or you can use this one's probably small enough that you can use your true control knife to cut it. Just cut it in half. Yeah, you can just go around. You should be fine with a true control knife. So about a 1.5 inch. Hopefully that's going to be big enough for me to do this. And I'm just going to start at the base. I'm just going to let them hang over the edge there. I'm just going to put some glue around. And I'm just going to start popping these on. Now I have enough glue on there that it's going to squish out. And I am doubling mine. So that once that dries and I put it in there, it's going to kind of cup around the bottom. And I didn't get enough there to squish out. So, but you're just going to cover this ball, just going around and covering it until you've got the whole thing covered. I'm probably going to speed through this video. I'll leave it on so you guys can watch me. I'll throw in a little music, but this is all I'm doing at this point. In case I forgot to say, I did use copy paper for this, guys. And pulling it off the mat, if you just roll your mat gently and give them a second to pop up there. Maybe I can get one. It's not going to do it because I'm on camera. But you're just going to roll it up till the edge pops up. And then you want at least 2 petals popped up. Can give it a little bit of help if you need to. And then just gently roll it back. And you can pull those off. So that you have all of your... I don't know that it does 6 leaves, but I don't think I want 6. I am thinking I might want a second one of these. So I'm going to do another one. I'm going to stop the camera. I'm going to do another one identical to the way I did that one, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've done the second one now. I am probably going to use some strong red line tape or, I don't know, hot glue maybe to attach these inside. But before I do, I am going to be using some Nuvo drops. These are Dream Drops. And it is in Dragon Scales. That is the color. And I am just going to add a little dot in the center of each one of these. And I'm just going to go through and do this on both of them. And I will speed up so you don't have to watch me do all of these. Okay, and so those are going to take probably 15 minutes to 30 minutes to dry. They're not very big, so it won't take those very long to dry. And I may get another leaf or 2 here. So I'm going to get all of this ready, let them dry, and then we'll come back and we'll finish the assembly. We're almost done. Very quick, and you can put anything that you want on the inside of yours. So make sure that you're looking around your craft room and using what you have, because this project is going to be a lot of fun for everybody. Okay, while those are drying and my glue gun is warming up, I just laid them out in the box so that I could determine about where I might want them to be. I am going to pop dot my leaves up so they stay curled and give that dimension using some foam dots. That's what I'm going to use. And I had a little gold dragonfly that I stuck in there while that glue was drying on the Nuvo glue. And I am heating up the glue gun and we'll glue those down. But while we're waiting on that, I thought, well, we can go ahead and do our frame. So I've got my wide piece here. And we've got our base here. So I am going to get all of my large pieces for this. And I haven't decided if I'm going to do this extra band or not. I did cut it, but I got it upside down, but I still haven't decided on whether or not to use it. And I think that I might. I kind of like that. So I'm going to set that to the side. This is where our box is going to glue once we're done. I'm just going to open that up. This is the inside of our card. And I am going to put these together. Okay. So, and you can stamp whatever you want on there. As a matter of fact, I think that I am going to use my tape runner on this because sometimes that smooth glitter, it can bubble up if I use wet glue. So I'm just going to go around, hopefully not tear it, and just get some of my tape runner on all the sides of that. And then I'm just going to bring it in, work on one little section at a time. There we go. Oops. You have a little more playing room with glue, but I don't want that to bubble either. So there we have our little piece. And you can just put the white down. You don't have to put trim on these. I'm just going to put some glue there. And we're going to line this up in the middle of this piece. That looks pretty good. So I'm just going to give that a press down. And then our tag is going to go there, but we're not going to put this on yet because this is going to pop dot up, and that's what's going to stop our box. So to give it that easel. So I'm going to hold off there. And we can, I'm going to put, do I want to put that on there? I think that I do. So I'm just going to put a little glue on this. You want to be careful here because if you get this art glitter glue on that mat, it dries matte. So if you get it on this shimmer piece, it's going to dull the shine. I'm just going to stand up, kind of eyeball it, and hope for the best. Gotta love our new offset and inset tool. Love, 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 love. And that's how I did that. And I did get a little bit on there, but we're gonna live with that. Our box is gonna cover that anyway. So there you can put your happy birthday, whatever it is that you're gonna put on this, but we're gonna go ahead and stack this up. I'll just pull it off and do a new tag for my sentiment later, or either put a smaller sentiment on it so that we can just show how we're going to do that. And I've just got some foam dots. I'm going to put 2 or 3 on here. Oops. Didn't want to take that liner off. Okay, I'll use that for something later. So that's going to sit somewhere around in here, and that's going to keep that box from sliding once we have it all put together. So I'm just going to set this to the side. You can put, if you want to do more of a sentiment, you can put one of these on the back. That's why there's 2 in there. I am not putting that one on mine yet, but it goes on the very back here, okay? If you want to use it. Don't need it unless you want it. So now we come to this one. And again, I am going to run some tape runner around this one. My Cricut smooth glitter paper. And then we're going to place it on top of this one. Okay, I may be a little bit off. I'm going to live with it. And then again, I think I'm going to tape runner this one down since this is going to be the top. And if I miss it, it's not going to be pretty. Oops, missed one. All right. I'm just going to grab my baby wipe here and get the rest of my glue off so I don't stick everything to itself. There we go. And now I'm just going to place this one. And I still got it a little bit off. Don't know how I did that. Okay. Not sure how I did that. I got a little sticky on there. I'll get my gum eraser and get that off here in a little bit. Maybe I've got it. All right, so now we have this piece. And we are going to put our acetate on there. And I'm just going to run my tape runner. You can use red line tape. You can use your tape runners. I'm just going along this inner edge all the way around. And then I am going to place my acetate right over. Okay, I want to give that a good press. You want it to stick well. I just cleaned that off so that wouldn't happen. And it still happened. Have some little glue bits. I can clean them off the outside later, but I can't clean them off the inside later, so you want to make sure that you've got that good and clean on the inside. Make sure any trash or anything that you have lint is all on the outside. I think I got it now. You probably couldn't see it on camera, but I could see it. My acetate stuck to the window because it was still damp. So now we need to put in everything here. And I'm going to say that those are going to be dry enough. And a couple of foam dots. Use this. Can't find my tweezers. And I'm just going to place one here. Peel it back. Hopefully I get these set right back in the correct spots. I want that one to sit that way. So I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue and I'm just going to plop it down and give it a press. And if you're doing hot glue like me, make sure that you don't have any strings. You're not going to be able to get to them later. And now I'm just going to, I think I want these to be more down this way. Yes. So if you're doing the hydrangea, just do whatever you like. It doesn't have to be just like anybody else's. And then I think those Nuvos are still a little damp, so I'm being careful. And I've just got a little bit of glue on there. How stinking cute is this going to be? And you have about an inch, guys, in height. If you get over that inch, it's not going to fit. And I have some little bees that I've had for years. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I could have gotten them. I could have gotten them at the craft show. I could have gotten them anywhere. I'm just going to stick a couple randomly. How stinking cute is that? Little bees. I think I'll put 1 or 2 more in there. I only have 1 or 2 more, so. Just kind of random placement. Adorable. Love, love, love. So now we're going to glue that lid onto the top here, just like so, okay? And I'm going to unplug my glue gun so that it can cool off and I can get rid of this cold glue. And you've got about 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'm just going to put some glue all the way around this outer edge and let that start getting tacky. I should have made these tabs a little bit wider since they wouldn't be seen with that wide band. Don't know why I didn't. So I just want to make sure that all of those edges have some glue on them. And then we're going to make sure I have no glue on my hands. And again, I got something inside. Oops, I'm glad I missed that. That's the only thing, is making sure you have nothing on the inside of this window. I should have waited to peel my acetate until this step. So I'm going to encourage you guys, that's on the other side. Okay. I'm going to encourage you guys, don't peel your acetate except on one side, and then peel this side last. We're just going to pop that on, and we're going to give it a press down. Now when you can pull your tabs up before you do this step, and it will help too. Mine were up because it was pretty stiff anyway. I'm just going to walk it around. So I was thinking maybe leave this seam open so that we could pull this out and press all of these from the inside. But it's working this way too. So if you're afraid that yours won't stick for whatever reason, you can leave one of these tabs where it's seamed unglued right here, and then that way this can be pulled out. You can run your phone folder in there and give that a good rub down, and then you'll only have to deal with one section, top and bottom, to place. Adorable. Again, thanks, Anne, for the inspiration. And now we're going to glue this one on here. So you're only going to put glue on this tab up to that score line. That's it. And that's why I say I didn't put mine on there until I was at this step. That way I didn't have to fight with this piece while I put everything else together. I'm just going to flatten it down. Make sure you have the bottom where you want it. Line up that top all the way around. Give it a good little push. Then just open it up. And then you're going to come over here and rub this down. So stinking cute. And mine's standing up without the tag. How cool is that? So I'm just going to decide where I want my tag. And it's good right there at the bottom. So I'm just going to fold that back. I'm going to peel off my release liners from my foam dots. You want this raised up just a little bit. You can use thicker foam dots if you want to, but the thin ones will work just as well. And that's going to allow it to be open and standing like so without falling down. I've got to clean that glue off right there. At least it's on the outside. So I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. And again, if you are a Patreon annual supporter, on Thursday you're going to get this box. And instead of gluing it to this base, you're going to glue it to this lid. And then when you pull the lid off, you have, and this is just a prototype, so don't pay attention to that. There's going to be probably some decor in there, but you're going to be gluing this portion to the lid, okay? So that's going to be the only difference there for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give a thumbs up and a like. If you are not a Patreon supporter, please consider supporting. You'll get access to this file and many, 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 many more. You guys have a great one, and I will catch you on the next video.